Coming up on NewsWatch 12 this morning, concerned parents are speaking out after a threatening note from a student was found.
Plus, new footage from the jet boat crash was released. NewsWatch 12's co-host Maria is going to join us in studio to tell us more.
Today we can expect a warmer day and the sunshine is going to continue.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. as we welcome you to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. Let's check in with Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress. Sarah, we have a lot of cool mornings ahead of us, still some really warm afternoons. So what are people going to be seeing as they head out the door?
Well, today we're going to be a little bit warmer than we were yesterday into the Rogue Valley, over into the Klamath Basin, still seeing temperatures about 10 to 15 degrees above average, but we're back up there today in Medford, a high of 90 degrees, and we'll see those bright and sunny skies for most of today as well and heading into tomorrow. But around the region, again, those sunny skies are going to continue, and we're going to see those breezes die down as well, especially along the coast. It'll be one of those last days that we're seeing those warmer temperatures. We expect an onshore flow tomorrow, and it'll finally be seeing temperatures back down into the 60s along the coast. But this morning, again, we're waking up with temperatures in the 40s over into the Rogue Valley, bright and sunny skies, a little bit chilly, especially if you're heading over to the Klamath Basin, even cooler than we're seeing over into the Rogue Valley. But by the time we're heading home, temperatures into the 80s, definitely be shedding that jacket by the time you're getting off the bus today. Now, as we're making our way into this morning, we still do have that red flag warning issued until 10 a.m. along the coast. Some really gusty wind conditions and low humidity values. But as we're making our way into tomorrow, we do have some more critical fire weather. We'll go into more details coming up in a bit.
Inside the notebook was written in pencil, death 2. Just below it was a numbered line, 1 with a dot with a student's name, number 2 with a dot with my son's name.
Those words coming from a concerned parent of Gold Beach Junior Senior High School student after a threatening note was found in a classmate's possession. Now, a handful of parents in Curry County called our newsroom and reached out on social media with concerns. We spoke with Central Curry School District 1 Superintendent Eric Milburn, who later issued a news release with the same information. The student at Gold Beach Junior Senior High School was expelled after a note was found threatening the lives of multiple students and one adult. Later, we also spoke with multiple parents who are concerned about their children's safety, and those parents telling NewsWatch 12 that this note was found on Monday, and a parent whose son was on that list said she wasn't notified until the next morning, but kept her kids out of school.
The school system failed us. The principal, the superintendent failed us. They failed our children, and they're very, very lucky that they are still alive, and there wasn't something that actually very detrimentally consequential happened because of this.
Now, the district did tell us that they were placed on a precautionary hold while Gold Beach police and designated staff searched for the weapon on campus. And Superintendent Eric Milburn said that authorities determined the student had no access to weapons and did not have a developed plan to carry out any threats. Along with speaking to parents and the superintendent, NewsWatch 12 has reached out to Gold Beach Police and the Curry County Juvenile Department, who were both part of the investigation. We're waiting to hear back, and we'll provide any updates both on air and online at kdrv.com.
This morning, the principal of Roosevelt Elementary School in Medford has a message for parents. In an email to families, the principal says that a student brought an airsoft gun to school in their backpack. It was reported to an adult, and the school resource officer responded right away. The principal shared with families that appropriate disciplinary action has been taken and that there was never a threat to other students or the school. But the principal is asking for parents to talk to their students about safety and the impact that even a fake weapon can have.
Moving into our crime watch this morning, there was another marijuana bust in Cave Junction. Take a look at the marijuana plants on your screen. The marijuana plants are the same size as small trees. About 20 pounds of processed marijuana and more than 70 plants were taken and destroyed. 6 bags of psilocybin, large amounts of marijuana concentrate, and other drugs and cash were found at the site. Electrical, water, and solid waste code violations were discovered on the property. Now moving into a developing story, we have video of that summer boat crash on the Rogue River.
We now have that video because of a Marine Board meeting that happened in Medford, showing that moment of impact between a jet boat and a private watercraft. Joining us live in studio is NewsWatch 12's Carlos Murrieta, who's tracking that meeting. Carlos, what can you tell us?
Damian Brinkley, the Oregon State Marine Board, saw the video when they met here in Medford, and they're reviewing a proposal to ban jet boats on the upper Rogue River. Here's that video right now on your screen, the moment a Hellgate jet boat excursion that collided with a private motorboat. The video is a bit blurry, but it shows us the exact moment of impact and where Rogue River boating conditions were at during the time of the accident. The video shows the motorboat taking a side impact against the front of the jet boat, and passengers reacted. This week, Josephine County Sheriff Dave Daniel told us the crash investigation has completed. He's holding the report until the U.S. Coast Guard completes their investigation. Jet boater Taylor Grimes led an effort to protect jet boating, while others argued for limits or a ban on Hellgate.
No change whatsoever because there's not a problem. I believe that if you are going to enact change, that change comes from a progressive issue that culminates into a need for change.
The board has noted that it's focused on wildlife, environmental, and recreational usage of the upper Rogue River. The board's next meeting will take place on October 23rd, and if the board proposes any new rules, the board will then make more of a public input. Live in studio, Carlos Murrieta, NewsWatch 12.
Thanks, Carlos. Now into continuing coverage, the Klamath Dam removal is complete this morning. All 4 hydropower dams gone. This marks the end of the largest dam removal project in U.S. history. The Copco No. 1, Copco No. 2, J.C. Boyle, and Iron Gate dams in Northern California impacted water quality and fish population. The dam removal was approved in 2022, causing an uproar in nearby communities. The community has shared their environmental and economic concerns throughout this process. Crews in the Klamath River Renewal Project will continue to restore the land around the former dam sites, planting native species, and working to improve soil quality.
New this morning, a couple is now safe after spending 2 nights off the road on Lone Mountain. The couple's car slid off the road when they tried avoiding a rock. Before the driver knew, that car was off the roadway and rolling towards a tree. They did try to send smoke signals but had no luck. And luckily, another man on a motorcycle noticed the couple and found them yelling for help.
The motorcycle rider called 911 where was met by rescuers. Rescuers then drove over 20 miles in difficult terrain to locate the incident before they were able to rescue that couple. And we're just continuing to remind you guys that our 34th annual Codes for Kids campaign is underway and that our red donation barrels are out into the community.
Yeah, this is just another way that we are helping support the community, and you're also helping support our community since 1990. So if you do have any new or gently used coat, you can find one of our red donation barrels across Jackson, Josephine, and Klamath counties, and that full list could be found on our website. And once again, thank you for helping us and helping all the kids in our community.